Hi, good day everyone. I hope you all are. Hi, good day everyone. I hope you all are doing well. My name is Dr. Khan, clinical psychologist, psychotherapist, speech and language therapist, and I'm director international for Sound of Autism, and I'm also founder of Global Alliance for Persons with Different Special and Additional Needs. And I'm also doing advocacy for disability and autism and neurodiversity, and I'm also working for trauma. So, as you all know, that nowadays we are having a great event in the field of special or disabled, or the term that whatever term that you like to talk about, or because I use three terms: different, special, or additional needs. And Olympics is going around, and I think I just heard the news that Pakistan have first gold medal today. So today we have Jasmine, and I have seen her playing tennis, but I would like to know more about her. And hello, Assalamu alaikum, Jasmine. How are you?
Fine. How are you?
I'm also good. I'm so happy to see you. You have such a smiley face, a positive face.
Thank you.
Okay. So can you tell me or tell our viewers about yourself?
Yeah.
That who you are, what you do.
Okay. So my name is Jasmine, and I am an athlete from Special Olympics Pakistan. And I was born with a condition called Soto syndrome. It is a rare genetic disorder which was formed in the year 1968 by Dr. Sotos. It is a very rare genetic disorder. And then I started swimming 17 years ago, and I also had gotten 2 golds in China in the year 2007 in swimming. And then in the year 2019, I had gotten a bronze medal in swimming.
Okay.
And now I am doing tennis.
Okay, so you're playing tennis. And can you tell us about when you are diagnosed? Because it is very important. And like as a therapist, I'm working with children, I'm working with adults. We know that how early interventions are important. But sometimes parents are feeling guilt about that they were not able to identify child early. So when were you diagnosed, and what were your family reaction to that?
I was diagnosed at the age of 10. And so when my parents, they found out that I had disability, they did not really give up on, they kept on, they said, okay, never mind, we can handle her. And then that is how, with the God's will and with parent support, I have reached.
Yeah. And when did you, okay, what about your education and the way you are communicating? Because mashallah, you're communicating very well, and you're communicating in English also. In our country, people who have done a lot, they are not able to communicate that well. And it shows that your parents were very supportive, and you also put effort into that. I mean, we cannot say you did not did anything. You put your effort also over here. But tell me about your education and what you did, and yeah.
Yeah, so basically I had studied in the mainstream school, and I completed my matric as well from the mainstream school. And then I did sit for my inter, but I did not clear for that. So then I just joined Special Olympics Pakistan.
Okay. And when you are not able to do that, what you are feeling? Because I am somebody who is a little bit straightforward when I'm talking about something. I don't want to hurt you, but there are some discussion that we have to do. Like I am talking about very sensitive topic. For example, I talk about abuse, I talk about child abuse, I talk about sex, which are very sensitive topic. But we have to talk about that just to give awareness. So that's why I'm also asking those questions. When you were in the classroom, what you were feeling, and what were your strength to, because I'm working with different disabilities. I work with girls who have visual impairment, hearing impairment, who are autistic, who have ADHD, who have intellectual disability. I have worked through a lot of people. I'm working with them, and a lot of people are going into mainstream schools also, and I know that what is happening over there, which I don't like at all. it hurt me a lot. So what was when you were going to school, how were girls toward you, or your classmate, and how were your teacher with you?
So basically, I used to get quite bullied quite a lot. And the best part was that the principal was a psychologist herself. So, and we had a very good teachers who did understand about special needs. So that was the best part. And the only thing which got me connected with my fellow classmates was through art. Like, it was through art. So whenever we used to have the art class, like, we would be very excitement, and we would communicate with each other. It was through to paintings. And I do a lot of paintings. I can show you some of them right now.
Okay, let's watch that.
Yeah, so this is a fluid painting, which I do, and I can also share you my art page. I have one on the Facebook, so you can see it. And so, like, art was the only thing which kind of helped me to communicate with the world.
So the painting that you show, that is very amazing, and I must say, and the colors that you use, it is watercolor. So water attracts you a lot?
No,
sorry, from watercolor, I mean, it is a color of water. You use blue a lot. Yeah. Okay. So I mean over here, that did you like blue color? And is it your favorite color?
No, actually, I paint the way how I feel. If I'm feeling like blue, if I'm feeling down, then I would paint like with blue colors or sometimes black. Or if I'm really happy, then I paint happy colors. Like,
okay, so what is your happy color?
Yeah.
What is your happy color? What is your happy color?
It's red and pink.
Okay. And when you are feeling low, it is blue.
Yes.
Okay. So, like you said, that I know that art is a very good way to communicate with other people. Art is a very good way to express yourself when you're not communicating. So, when you feel right now, if we talk about right now, because when you were a child, you are doing it right now, do you do the same to express yourself, or you use some other way?
No, I do it through paintings only.
Okay, so let's talk about your career with Special Olympics, because I have done some camps with Special Olympics, and I know that they are very amazing people. Whenever they have some camps, I try to be there in Islamabad. But when you are studying also, you have to do other things also. But I know that they are doing a lot of efforts on children, and they are doing a lot of efforts on teenagers also. I know Hasib, he's doing amazing, and I met him. He's one of the amazing person, I say. Our parents are amazing. His parents are amazing. I met them. And how did you join Special Olympics, and how did you get this idea? And you know why I'm doing that? Before you, I have one discussion with Dr. Yusuf. He's basically visually impaired, and we discuss about that. We discuss about what are the opportunities Pakistani person with disability have. And we talk about so many aspects, but he was also playing in blind cricket, and he was also involved with them. But we talk about, we don't have that much opportunities when it comes to doing investment with we don't have that much sponsor for children. And when we talk about children with disability, then they need a lot of care. They need a lot of support. They need to have a therapist with them. They need to have a guide, the person who is guiding them. It is supposed to be there. A caretaker is supposed to be there, and a caretaker who is skilled in so many things. So how did you know the Special Olympics, and how you start playing that? And I'm sure if we do that session today, we will talk about some sensitive issues over there too, because like you're a girl, and as a girl, things are different. So how did you know them and how did you start playing that?
So basically, it all started in the year 2004. We had
Mhm,
a local swim competition at the Karachi
mhm,
Gymkhana. So over there, I
mhm,
met Auntie Ronak, who is
mhm,
our chairperson. So she
mhm,
was the one who kind of came to my mom and said, "Why don't you not enroll her in Special Olympics?" So
mhm.
that is how and that is how I kind of joined Special Olympics. And then I started in swimming only for
Mhm,
years. And then
mhm,
that is how I started to play for them. So I
mhm.
started off doing swimming, and now then from a few months ago, I started doing tennis.
Okay. So what about your journey with them when you go and you meet other people? Because over here we don't have inclusive culture, but when you go out, when you go other in other countries, the culture is very inclusive and they're very kind to people. I mean, a shopkeeper will be very kind to somebody who have some kind of, disability, even if it is not apparent. We have hidden disabilities also. It's not just about if somebody have is not able to use his hand or leg disability. We also have hidden disabilities too, but they are very kind to people. Over here people are kind, but they need a little bit awareness to that. I'm not saying, because one of the reason I am working with the international community to know what we have and what we don't have. And I know that we have amazing professionals, very good professional. We have amazing individuals. We have talented person with disabilities also who are doing amazing. Like for example, if you look toward yourself now, you're changing your career in playing tennis, and that is, I mean, maybe it's a difficult game. I know that tennis is not an easy game, but you're going for practice also, because you told me because our time was at 5 o'clock, but you said
Uh-huh.
that okay I will, and I said that you should practice because that is very important. So how you shifted to that, and also tell about us about any competition that you win or not, or even then if you go to that place, if you are competing with them, I really clap for you. That is something everyone should appreciate. Whether you win or not, that is separate thing, but if you are able to go there and you're able to compete with them, that is really appreciable thing. I would really appreciate that.
So basically, there was one competition around few years ago of the Paralympics. So one of the who who used to be with me, she kind of saw me. I went to have breakfast with my daddy. So she
Mhm,
came to me and she said, "Why don't you come and see the tennis?" So then I just
mhm,
went to watch the match. And then that is how I got motivated, because due to
mhm,
my due to my weak muscle tone, so I could not
mhm,
really run quite a bit. But my
mhm.
coaches they said, look, if the wheelchairs kids, if they can play tennis, so can you. So
Yeah, exactly.
that is how it really got me motivated, and that is how I started to play tennis. Yeah.
And when you're playing tennis, how you feel?
I feel
Like this even. How you
I
feel?
I feel free. I feel that my legs are also getting stronger. I feel that
Mhm,
I'm running quite more than how I used to.
mhm,
And
mhm.
free. I just feel free.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is it like empowering? Like you're playing something, you're doing something of your own,
Yeah.
and I feel like it is empowering, and especially for women, because you're a girl, and people don't. Let me tell you something, because I'm working in field since 2000. I know that if we have an institution and we have 15 of strength, only one or two of girls we have, they don't come to us, only boys. And everybody can have those issues, everybody can have disability, everybody can have problems, and there are ways to work on that too. there are ways to overcome a lot of things. And also there are a lot of circumstances when anybody can have those problems after maybe accident. So if you are saying that that person is not, that you are saying that, okay, we are better than those, you're not better than anybody. Everybody is equal. And the other thing is that I'm saying this because I don't like the attitudes of people toward those people. I don't like the attitude of people when people have the disability. They don't want pity at all. We don't need to do that. I was working with I was having a meeting with some person. He was on crutches, and he had also played with national international level. I don't know he was playing for some Special Olympics or not. Thought he mentioned that also. And he told me that I was standing at some place and I was having a lot of bags in my hand, and I was waiting for my car, and a person came out of a big car and he gave me some money. And I said that I don't want your money. Just keep it with you. I don't want your pity. So this is the attitude of the people toward person with disabilities, or even if they have any apparent disabilities, or some are not clear. I mean, you cannot see at some person and you cannot feel about that. But let's talk about a sensitive topic over here, that since you're a girl, how difficult for you to manage a lot of things, a lot of girls think, how you do that?
So basically, I really don't know, but I really don't know about, yeah.
Okay, let me tell you something. The girls thing could be you're going for shopping and doing those stuffs. Like I'm talking about those things. Other thing that you're a girl, you cannot speak loud. Like you need to be shy. You need to understand that you cannot act like man. You cannot talk like man. I'm talking about those things. So do your parents told you that, or they were not discriminating you? I'm not saying that these are right things, but these are coming from society. This is what I'm trying to ask over here.
Oh, no. They are not like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we can say that family support is very important.
Yes.
It is important. So your mother support you most, or your father support you most?
My mom.
Okay. And who go with you when you are going for practice? Who go with you?
My dad.
He go with you? Okay. Yeah. Do you still do swimming or not?
I do, but very less.
Okay. So tell me, swimming is difficult or tennis is difficult?
Like if you know the way how to play a sport, then it becomes easy. So at the first swimming was a bit difficult, but then I kind of started to know about it, and then it is really fun and it is very easy. But for tennis, I'm just starting to enjoy the game and to know the rules. So I guess that I feel both. They are both simple.
Okay. So it's like you have that, okay, before going to any kind of sports, like joining the swimming and joining SOP, or starting playing tennis, do you like to, were you ever interested in doing that? Or because sometimes you cannot ask anyone to do certain things if they don't want to. For example, if you like painting, you do painting. Nobody can push you to do that. We know that because everybody is different. So was it like you always wanted to have a sport, have an athlete like career, or you just wanted to do? So that was your choice.
No, so basically when I was 5 years old, I saw Olympic Games on TV, and I saw and I asked my mother that even I want to take part and win a medal. So my mom always tells me that have a dream and follow it. So I guess that I always wanted to be an athlete, and I always wanted to play sports. Yeah, that is how.
Okay, when you meet other girls who are coming, how you feel about that? You know,
I
because in those gatherings, you see a lot of people like you, you know. So how you feel over there?
I feel very acceptable and and they always include me. So
Mm-hmm.
I feel more, and if we have the same ability, we feel more inclusive. And
And if let's talk about difficulties, because we have talked about so many things, but there are a lot of difficulties. And we also need to talk about that, so that if somebody is listening to us, somebody will listen to that. They understand that, because like I told you, I did a session with Dr. Yusuf and we talk about that. He was also playing for Paralympics and he was playing for blind cricket also. And he told me that we put a lot of efforts and we asked so many people, please run this ad, run this ad if somebody's having a blind cricket, and they were not ready to do that. uh, I know that a lot of private people are supporting you, maybe government is also supporting. I'm not saying they're not supporting, but there's a longer way to go there. But I know that there are a lot of people who are funding. I know that they are funding. If they can fund therapy, they can also fund those games. I know that they do that. There are a lot of good people around us. So let's talk about the problems that you face, and what are the problems that you see.
I see that there's no any proper grounds for us
Mhm.
to go and play, and
Mhm.
there's no any proper transport where
Mhm.
they can where we can just sit and into transport and go to the venues. So
Mhm.
only these two are difficulties so far, but but Alhamdulillah, we had a light bank who had, oh sorry, not, I think so it was a light bank who had
Mhm.
actually sponsored two vans for us. And so I'm very grateful for that. And we do go to the different venues. Like for
Mhm.
tennis, we did the training at the KPT, and for swimming we did the venue at the Karachi Club. So
Mhm.
yeah.
Okay.
So
And what about, okay, it's about you. What problem do you see for other people, for other girls, for other boys?
I guess that uh, if they would also face the same, like is the family support.
Yeah.
And if the family support, then it can make a life easier for the person who has intellectual disabilities. But
Okay.
if there are some family who actually has no support, but so it's kind of a little bit difficult for them.
Mhm. Okay. And tell me one thing, because maybe I have some idea how they works, but for the people who would listen, and I want people to come to that. I want people to join Special Olympics. I want people to join sports. I want people to join Paralympics. And I'm in our institution we have a taekwondo teacher, and he used to train, and he is still training people like you. And he showed me the videos and show me that how they're improving, and how he thought he started working with us. And in start he was a little bit, uh, because they're a little bit, boys are a little bit aggressive in terms of, and they're even fighting. So sometimes he was a little bit aggressive, and I told that don't do that. Sometimes I would fight with him, that please, you need to be very gentle with them. Then slowly and gradually he was understanding that, and he is doing very good job uh, in his own personal capacity. I know that he don't even take money from them. So you have to have that kind of heart, you have to have that kind of training also. I know it's not easy to train those children, it's not easy to train girls, it's not easy to train boys. Both have different needs. And but if somebody want to join those places, like if it is Special Olympics, or if it is like you're also played for Paralympics also, how they can join that?
So I have not played for the Paralympics. I have
Mhm.
just played for the Special Olympics.
Mhm.
Yeah, so for the Special Olympics, it is only for people who has intellectual disabilities. Like the
Mhm.
IQ has to be below 72.
Mhm.
Then only they can join Special Olympics.
Mhm. But you know, Special Olympics also have autistic people also, autistic
Yeah.
and ADHD. They also
Yes.
have.
Yeah, because their IQ is below 72.
Well, I cannot comment on that on you. That is a separate thing. But okay, let me ask you something. Like I know that they have camps.
Huh?
I have some idea because Special Olympics have camps. You know, they have different camps in different cities, and they're reaching out to different people in different cities. In all around the, I know about. I have seen about Islamabad, but sometimes they would do in Pindi, sometimes they would do in Ahmedabad, and other countrysides also. So, is there any how? What is the way to go to those camps? Do they need to call them, or is it any fee for that, or they can join them free?
You can I can give you an email address. You can email them and ask them.
Yeah, I think that is something because you know why I'm saying that, maybe after listening to that they get decided that they can join that. So I think if we are not able to provide you anything, Special Olympics have website, you can go there, you can ask them, they have numbers also. I know their Facebook page. The people who are managing them in Islamabad or Rawalpindi, I know them. But for that you need to approach, like you cannot get anything sitting at home. You have to go there and you have to approach them. And let's talk about your siblings. How many siblings you have?
I have total 3 sisters and 1 brother. I'm the youngest.
You're the youngest one. And how they you're close to whom? Your brother or sister?
Sister.
Is it the elder one or the youngest one? Like the middle one? Because
Um,
you're the younger one.
I am more closer to actually to all of them, to all 3.
Okay. And how do you know, you have those girly talks about fashion, about going out. You do those things, or you just more focus on your paintings and your games? Because you told. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, yes. I think I just have to move to some other place. So I was asking about your siblings, that how you live with them. Okay. Now you can hear me. Okay. So how you talk to each other? What are your discussions, or you're just going out with them? Because you said that you don't talk that much. So is it like with them also, or you talk to them?
No, I talk to them. Yeah, I talk to them. Yes, I talk to them.
Okay. And what is your favorite color? Is it red? Because you're wearing red color.
Yes.
Okay. And I think that is a Special Olympic shirt.
Yes, it is.
Okay. And how many friends you have in Special Olympics? Like, do you talk to them, or you just have that chat, or
Oh
like
no,
date night or lunch together? Mhm.
I do talk to them. I have quite many friends.
Okay. And do you like to teach them? Because you know, when you are playing about something, when you're playing for like you're swimming for some time, do you teach them? Do you help them out that how to do certain things or not?
Yes, I do. Yeah, I do help them out.
Okay, when you help them. when you help your own community, how it feels?
I feel very good and very
Mhm.
excited, and I feel very nice and peace.
Okay, so it gives you peace.
Yeah.
Okay. And if you have to make an academy, do you have any plans to do that, to teach them, or you will just think about this later on?
I think so. I will think about it.
Mhm.
Yeah. And
Okay.
then plan
And
it.
okay, now I would like you to say something to parents who don't bring out their children and do something. Like, it's not about games. I known a lot of people who are not taking their children to even getting the help they need. You know, like for example, they might any kind of medical help, any kind of psychological help, any kind of therapies. They don't do there. They don't go there. What you would like to say to them? I'm saying that please give special message to girls, because I know that girls are coming very less to me. Even right now, if I would say that I have less girls, more boys when I'm working with them. So I would like you to say something to them.
So I would like to say that please come out and and get all the help that you guys need. If it is medical, have your health checked, because it is very important for our to know our body very well, and just come out, be part of the community, and play games if you want, or yeah, and just have fun.
Okay. So I think, I hope they listen to your message, because it is girl to girl, daughter to daughter, woman to woman message. And as a if we talk about rehabilitation side, like everybody needs rehabilitation. Sports is a very good activity for that. Like if you look toward yourself, you are saying that now you're feeling more better, you can run more, you can play more, and your training is helping you out to improve your muscle tone, since you have low muscle tone, but it is helping you out. So if somebody is listening to us, they need to understand that game is also a part of therapy. It is also fulfilling the aspect of therapeutics. So it's not just going out and game, it's also helping you out to build relationships. It could help you out to socialize more. Like I'm talking about your children. You will go, your children will go, and then they will see children like them in those places, then they will feel more happy. Now do you think that media is playing because why people don't know? Because media don't have reach to that, or media is not propagating those things, because they should be doing that. Media is giving more coverage to cricket maybe, but not to other games, like since hockey is our national game, it's not get that much coverage the way it is getting coverage. And we have very little. For example, you talk about you were talking about Allied Bank. They just launched one program where they've asked, even they are going to cater the person with disability also. So there are people, there are organizations who are doing those things in their personal capacity. But I think government need to play a very important role over here. They have to take the responsibility of those children, and they have to provide them a proper nutritionist, a coach, physiotherapist, or physical therapist, whatever they want, so that they can they can be a part of the society, you know instead of sitting at home. And because they could get depression, they could get anxiety, and there are so many other problems. And it is also good for families too, to have a gathering of their own. So if you want to request something to media, because I know that media is not playing the role they should be playing, what message you would like to, or what request you would like to do to them?
I would I would just request to the media that please spread the message of inclusion, of and just cover our more sports events, like beside hockey or cricket. So there are other sports as well, kind of cover them up as well, and that's it.
Yeah, And maybe you just need 1 or 2, 3 or 4 minutes small ad. If they can run that ad on daily basis, people will know more about it, and they will understand that there are a lot of things that are going around in our countries, and people can part of that. you know if a problem was, there was nothing over there. It's not like that. We have places, we have coaches who are working. I know a lot of coaches by myself who are working for social special Olympics, and they are doing very good job, and they're doing very hard work for those children. And I know that that is not easy job to go to city and have those camps. In those camps, they do scrutiny, and they take those children for, and they prepare those children. But the thing is that you have to go to those camps. I'm talking to all the parents, and I'm also talking to the media. Please start covering those things. Start talking about those issues, and start talking about the problems, and talking about the solution. Solutions are there already. Like Special Olympics is a solution, Paralympics is a solution. Please provide coaches. Please provide some investment over there. Please, if somebody want to invest, they should come for that, and they should understand that these children are everywhere, and it is us, and it is our responsibility to cater those children, because children are our responsibility, and every child is our responsibility. It's not about your child or my child or anybody else's child. It is our responsibility. I think I give a very big message over here. But since the, what make me happy Special Olympics this time, because the torch bearer were Pakistani.
Or Sana.
Yeah, she was running that. And do you know her? Is she your friend?
Yes, yeah, she is my friend.
Okay, I'm so happy for that. And I'm also happy if we won first gold medal, and all the best. And I was trying to talk to Hasib also, but I talked to his mother also that I want to talk to him and take him on this discussion, because I'm going to post that discussion on international platforms. Since I'm working with Sound of Autism, so I will put that discussion on their channel. I will put that on my channel, and I'm going to distribute that to other people, so people understand that Pakistan is doing great. Pakistan have people who are doing those things in their personal capacity, and I really salute Ronak Lakhani if she's doing that. Like, it's not an easy job. And maybe someday, if I get a chance to talk to her, I will talk to her also. But Special Olympics were all around, and from my side, all the best to all the athletes who are playing, who are competing. And thank you so much for your time. Do you have any message at the end?
Yes.
Maybe I would like to take you again also. It was nice talking to you. So what is your message?
So I just want to say that that Ronak auntie is my favorite. And thank you, Ronak auntie, for everything that you're doing for us. We really appreciate you, and we love you.
Okay. Thank you so much for your time, and salute to you. A lot of prayers for you, for your family, for your mother, for your father. They're amazing people. I must say that. You're an amazing person also. Thank you so much. See you soon again. Maybe someday on Instagram Live, have this small stuff, because I want people to know that you can do anything if you want to, and you put that efforts, and we can see those efforts. So thank you so much. See you soon. Bye. Allah Hafiz.